I'm gonna keep it a bean with you guys. I'm gonna keep it a bean with you guys. This game was a waste of my time. I will be honest with y'all, bro. This game was a waste of my time, bro. Would you guys believe that the game ended up as 1-1? But the worst part about that 1-1 scoreline is that they were both penalties. Not a single goal came from open play, guys. Not a single goal came from open play. That's how ridiculous this game was. This game was boring, bro. Holy shit. I was half asleep. I was falling asleep, bro. The commentator would be the one to wake me up. When I hear the commentator raising his voice, Mosquera, Gyokeres, Alvarez. I'm looking, I'm like, wait, what? Huh? Huh? Alvarez, did he score? Yoko, is he score? The Mosquera score? The Baina, the Lookman score? The Griezmann score? Nope. Both goals came from penalties, bro. Waste of my time. Waste of my time, guys. I could be sitting back watching Invincible, watching Flag fold up the entire cast of characters, bro. Invincible had more entertainment than this fucking game, bro. And the funny thing was, this game lived up to the expectation that we had. This game, the scoreline, the play, everything, it lived up to what people thought about this game. I thought I was going to see some, you know what? This was actually bigger surprise. I thought I was going to see some surprises. I did not, my people. I did not see no surprises in this game at all. Now, we'll say what went wrong in this game. Defensively, I saw some good defense playing. I would not lie to you guys, man. If you guys have made it this far in watching me in this video, I will say this. The defense from both teams was actually solid. Hincapie was amazing, bro. The way Hincapie was able to break up the link up, he broke the link up play between Simeone, aka Nepo Baby, Lorente, aka Heath Ledger, and against Alvarez. Um it was some really good defense, man. Hincapie to me was the most outstanding player of that defensive line. He really did a good job shutting down that flank of just not allowing Lorente and Simeone to have that overlapping link up play that will allow them to feed the ball to Griezmann and Alvarez, right? And I will also say the same thing of Ruggieri. I think Ruggieri was really nice, back and forth, right? Very, very solid. To me, I felt like Atletico Madrid had more chances. They had more clear-cut chances of scoring the goals. But I also have to give credit to David Raya, man. David Raya was fantastic this game, man. The way he made saves against Griezmann, the way he made saves against Ademola Lookman, it was just amazing, right? I believe David Raya made 3 saves, which was very, very good saves, and I was really impressed with that. The first half, nothing much. Nothing much, bro. In 30 minutes, the only thing I can remember was Madueke having shooting a couple inches from the goalpost, and Alvarez just trying to take David Raya's head off, man, any chance he gets. That was what I can remember from the first 43 minutes of the game. And then 1 minute to halftime, we saw a penalty. And maybe it's not, I think maybe it was a penalty because I think was it Pilbill, right? Was it Hancko or Pilbill? They kind of like bump into Yokers from behind and the referee gave a penalty. And I was like, okay, you know what? It is what it is. Gives him the penalty. Gyokeres, nice. Jan Oblak went the right way. Unfortunately, his hand just could not block it out, and it was a goal. And Gyokeres scored 1-0 to Arsenal. And I was like, huh, this is very expected of Arsenal, guys. Very, very expected of Arsenal. I expect Gyökeres to go out there and find a way. If any way that Arsenal was going to score, right? We were expecting penalties. We were expecting corner kicks, free kicks, header through free kicks, header through corner kicks, goals from set pieces, penalties, and that's it. At least I expected Atletico Madrid to find a way to score from open play. I just don't know what happened there. I just don't know what happened there. Because if you were to tell me who was going to score from open play, I'd have told you it was going to be Atletico Madrid, even though Diego Simeone is on a higher level of haram ball than Mikel Arteta. Yeah, we can all agree on that, right? Diego Simeone is on a higher level than Mikel Arteta, and yet I was watching this game and I was like, okay, like Atletico Madrid, you have the attacking talent and the attacking qualities to find a way to score. But man, oh man, I guess there were just no scoring boots on, bro. Neither of ATM attackers had the scoring boots on. Alvarez did not have it. Lookman, Griezmann, who hit the ball in the second half, right? So now the game we're going to halftime with Arsenal with a 1 goal lead. Then Atletico Madrid came to the second half with a quick substitution, and I would say that was at first I did question the substitutions. Why are you taking off your son, right, who came from your nuts, your nepo baby? You're taking him off, and you're bringing on Lenormand, who's a center back or at least has a defensive mindset, but I guess it was to help more in transitions, and it kind of did work, man. We did expect quite a bit of transition football from Atletico Madrid, and they did have the opportunity, right? They had a 2.22 xG compared to Arsenal, who had a 1.5 xG. So that tells you that Atletico Madrid had more chances and more opportunities of scoring the goals, and we saw that, right? Then bang, 50 around the 56th minute, right? Um, I think I forgot. I think it was Alvarez that tried to shoot the ball. I think it was, or Lorente. Yes, Lorente tried to shoot the ball and it hit Ben White's hand. And I was like, it hit his shin and kind of ricocheted to Ben White's hand. But it also felt like Ben White kind of moved his hand to bounce it like he was about to dribble like it was Kyrie. That was what I saw. And I think it makes sense why the referee will award the penalty because it felt like Ben White moved his hand, especially when the ball hit his hand off of ricochet from his shin. But it was a penalty. It is what it is. Alvarez went out there. He wasted no time. Shoot that ball like it was a rocket. I mean, David Raya stood still. David Raya didn't even dive. He didn't make no effort to move because the penalty was just so quick. He couldn't even see the ball going inside the net, bro. By the time David Raya realized that the ball was scored, like it was way too late, man. So now it was 1-1. Penalties. Not a single open play, even though Atletico Madrid had more chances of scoring from open play. I keep stressing this enough to let you guys know how ATM had opportunities to score. Griezmann hit the ball. Atletico Madrid, they looked alive. They looked like they were coming out bombing forward. They had control of the game after they equalized that game. I would say Arsenal had moments, and I would say Atletico Madrid controlled most of the second half, you know. But then later on, Eberechi Eze went down by Mark Pubel, or was it Hanchko? One of those two guys. And then the referee awarded a penalty, and I was like, no effing way, no way. 3 goals in this game is going to be scored from penalties, bro. That is the highlight of this game. If you go to CBS, you go to other YouTubers talking about this game, they're going to tell you guys the same thing. The highlights of the goals of this game will all be about penalty, bro. We got 7 minutes at a time because of the potential penalty that could be awarded for Eberechi Eze getting going down. Referee awarded it, but VAR was like, we're not too sure. You may have to check it. Referee went to go check it, and came back forward and did a cross hands. It is not a penalty. The funny thing was he didn't even take back the yellow card he gave Hanko. Like, bro, like if you're not gonna award the penalty, right, then can you at least take back the yellow card? So I think that is a talking point, and that I found that to be very, very interesting from there, you know what I'm saying? But then again, to the referee, it'll still a foul because Hansko kind of stomped on Eze, but he did not fully stomp on Eze, just like a little light graze, just a little light graze of a stomp. This game, honestly, I was just half asleep, bro. Like, people's gonna tell you this game was trash. Mid game. Lived up to what we expected of it. When I made a video on the PSG versus Bayern, I said your favorite team cannot play like this. And obviously I'm right. Clearly I am right about that. Your favorite team cannot play like this. Against PSG versus Bayern, my team Chelsea cannot play like that, bro. I got Garnacho and Pedro Neto. Like, what the hell are we talking about here? You feel me, guys? Either way, defensively, I think it was a good game. Shout out to Nkapie. The Nkapie, David Raya, to me, they were one of the best players. They were the best players for Arsenal. Gabriel and Saliba did a thing as well with some nice blocks. And as for Atletico Madrid, I'm gonna say Alvarez because he was the guy that was looking a lot more dangerous. He was the most threatening player against Arsenal, both halves combined. I just the way he kept on going down, I was like, come on now. But eventually he got subbed off, and people are saying that there might be a slight injury on Julian Alvarez. So I hope he's better. I hope he gets better because Atletico Madrid is gonna need Alvarez in the second half, in the second leg against, especially when they go to London at the Emirates. You know, Koke was solid. Cardoso, Griezmann, I was annoyed with the fact that he had two good chances to score. One hit the bar, and one came off a ricochet from David Raya blocking Lookman and not being able to score even that. Like, I can see why this guy's leaving, man. Like, I just feel like Griezmann has just his scoring boost just has not been there, man. His scoring boost have not been there at all. It's like, yeah, man, you did the best you could. Go to the United States and go have fun. But either way, mid game, 6 out of a 10 if I was to rate this game. And yeah, it is what it is, guys. I'll see you guys next time. Please like and subscribe. And I will come back later on, man. We'll talk about this game and see what you think went right for both teams and what we think went wrong for both teams. Thank you guys for tuning in. I'll catch y'all later. Peace out.